Welcome to potentially the biggest battle of my Total War career in multiplayer. I'm looking at 3 dwarf players who have a huge assortment of dwarf units all over the map. Over here, I'm fighting with the 2 Chaos players, and I've got my own Empire faction. I didn't know that we were going for a theme until the last moment. I'll have my build link down below. I'll have to go over what my allies are doing. While fighting the battle, I didn't really have a good opportunity to find down. I do have a Sunmaker. I'm trying to shoot at their cannon over here. My allies have Hell Cannon who are beginning to fire. I'll have to go into slow motion here and there to kind of go over what is happening, because, I mean, we have a lot going on. They have a lot of Marauders, which for a long battle is not really a great thing, and they're being shot up already. We're looking at artillery out the wazoo right now. I mean, they're blocking it for whatever reason. They probably shouldn't do that quite yet, and they could have gotten off a few more great shots. I mean, that is beneficial for my team. Hell Cannon are okay, but they're pretty easy to take out if you can focus upon them. Here comes my Sunmaker again. My allies will be clashing eventually. Thorgrim is actually a great choice. I mean, Ungrim is tough, but Thorgrim is able to buff up the entire army. Yeah, over here they're currently hitting that Hell Cannon. I got my own Great Cannon firing as well. They're about to get rid of one Hell Cannon already early in the match, which is really bad for my team. Satchels are being thrown in. They're pretty brutal. Let's go ahead and check out a great charge all over the map now. Sigvald is coming in. Dragon Ogres are moving in. They should be used to flank, not for a frontal... I mean, look, they don't have a lot of armor. They're going to get torn up. Thank you, Sunmaker. You did some damage. You knocked down a lot of them, too. Look at that. A lot were knocked down. Okay, let's go over here now. Got another charge happening. The battle is really huge. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do about it yet. We're looking at gyrocopters now shooting at knights, and they did a lot of damage. They're going to keep on doing a lot of damage. I'm over here moving into formation. I'm not going to rush in like my peers. I'm not really into that type of rushing in and getting myself killed type of, you know, sentimentality. My Sunmaker's having a little bit of friendly fire, but beyond that, we're actually doing okay, which is pretty great. Pretty happy about it. There is a big blob here. I don't like how my allies just kind of blobbing in, but that happened. I never met my allies before, and it's not like we had a plan. We were just kind of going in, finding out what would work out. I was trying to hit that blob no matter what, because I knew that destroying them would be imperative to any type of victory. We have our one ally who's just fighting all over here on his own for the most part. I don't know if they have, like, their forces working in tandem or not, but it's just really a terrible fight. If you go look at the strategic map view, a giant blob here. They could have easily ran around, flanked. They could have gone after cannon over here. I'm beginning to move in. I'm not rushing in at all. Why? Look at what I have. I have halberds. I have my own Karl Franz. I've got my Sunmaker firing in. I've got a lot of gunners. I wanted to use a lot more gunners, and I probably could have used them a little bit better, but there were a lot of little dips in the hills, and that could make it rather difficult for me to shoot at them. Our Chaos players are beginning to get torn down already. They are losing a lot as we speak. It's really kind of a difficult battle to cover just because of all that is going on here. Let's go look at the losses. Oh, wow. They had over 4,000 dwarfs. Wow. I didn't know they had so many yet. Over 4,000. Damn. And again, I'm just moving in. I've got my Knights of the Blazing Sun who are beginning to charge in. They're very effective anti-infantry units, and we're only fighting infantry, which is why I wanted to bring them. We're charging over Thunderers. I mean, again, it's very difficult to fight, though, whenever you have that many enemies come in to fight you like that. And they still have artillery. We're looking at Thorgrim, who's holding on. We defeated a partial wing of the dwarf player already, but as you can tell by the time limit, we have a lot more to go. The battle isn't over yet. I'm trying to now fire at their range units way over here. I'm using my Sunmaker to do that. I'm trying to destroy them from afar. We've got Great Cannon now hitting them too. I'm trying to get rid of any cannon I can. I probably should have directed my Sunmaker to fire over here, but I'm trying to help out my closest ally. But yeah, having my Sunmaker shoot over here probably would have been even better. They begin to blob big time. I'm hoping to make sure that my Sunmaker hits over here even more. By the time they get to it, I'll probably have a lot more kills. 70 kills, not really enough. I was kind of hoping for more kills. 78 now. I'm going for more. Now we're at 87. Another salvo coming in for more damage. And we're looking at nearly 100 now. 97. Many have died in one location. Let's go over what's happening right now. I'm still moving in. I'm shooting at whoever's in range right now, using my gunners to do that. I can't beat them in melee. They're dwarfs. I'm not going to beat them. If I had like only great swords, maybe that would work out. And I'm going to show you what I'll be doing. I was really intense during the entire battle. My allies charged in. They didn't really give any thought. They blobbed in completely, which again is a terrible idea. You don't want to blob in. You're going to tire out. You're not going to have the reserves to do a lot more damage. I'm using my wings right now, my Knights of the Blazing Sun. I'm using my handgunners to whittle them down, to shoot them down right now. Had I charged in, I would have been tired out. I would have been flanked. I would have had a much larger force over here. Now, here's what we're worried about, right? On our right flank, we have the majority of the dwarf army. We're beating up the guys in the core in the middle. Oh, they're being hit from behind, which is really bad. It's a good charge bonus to really do a lot of damage to the dragon ogres. The dragon ogres are beat up. We no longer have any more Sunmaker ammunition, I believe. That's probably what that was referring to. Yep, right over here. So, I mean, that unit is now worthless to me. 195 kills. 195. If you look at the grand scheme of how many they have, that wasn't even a lot. We've taken out half of their army already. But a tough part of the battle has yet to begin yet. We've got Hell Cannon, 52 kills. Over here, 6 kills. Yeah, they barely got any kills. I mean, you really do not want that. I've got Carl Franz over here, which I use in a rather reckless manner. Their cannon's still around, and these are the type of cannon that you want for a long-term fight. Flame Cannon, too, are very effective. Over 50 kills. They're still firing at the Dragon Ogres, doing a lot of damage. Slayers will always do a bit of damage at the very end. That is what is happening here. That is a bloody orgy battle. That is what we call that. Blood orgy. Blorgy. Gunners are still shooting. Again, as little dips on the hill can make it difficult for me to get clear shots off. Not to mention, Dwarf range is just really powerful. They're beginning to advance now. They're getting ready to gear up to fight me. It's really, by far, one of the more incredible battles I've had. And I love it a lot. I still do have my great cannon over here. It's killed 92. They're going for it now. Unfortunately, they've got their gyrocopters going in for it. I'm trying to get Carl Franz to go help out to try to avoid that issue. I'm trying to shoot at them right now, but it's really not a great location for me to fire defensively from. They're going to get a lot of clear shots at me right now, which they do have, and they're doing a lot of damage. I mean, look at how many they have firing at me. I can fire in a straight line, right? But they can fire in a arc, which is doing a lot more to me because we're unarmored, or we're hardly armored. Hammers are beginning to move in. My Knights of Blazing Sun are now charging in. 105 kills. 161 over here, taking a lot of damage. We're killing a lot, though. We're trying to. Now, I will give the Chaos player closest to me. He did a great job at holding for a long time. I'm very proud of him for doing that for me. He tired them out. Now, here's my goal here. Look at my men. They're fresh, right? They're fresh, and I'm still trying to whittle down my opponent. I've got my Knights of the Blazing Sun still charging in, trying to avoid melee, but we're getting in after their correlers right now. Not a great charge. I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they were too tired. I don't know. My Great Cannon's still firing. 105 kills. Not a ton of kills, but enough kills to do some damage. I'm going after them. I probably should have moved over here before they got rid of the freaking Hell Cannon. That would have been a great ally to have for a while longer. I'm beginning to move now. They actually got rid of a lot of my handgunners. I mean, look at that. They did so much damage because of Flame Cannon. Very effective. I wanted to move away from that. I didn't want them to be able to hit me, so I'm moving quickly now. I'm moving my Great Swords a little bit more. My Knights of Blazing Sun, unfortunately, are kind of caught in a vice right now. I'm not able to do a lot with them. I had a feeling they would be caught up. I'm trying to let the remainder of my army escape right now. It's pretty dangerous, and right now they're going after my Sunmaker, which is fine. They did their part. They're here to die now. I'm going after the other Gyrocopter crew, trying to kill them. We've got a few units from the other Chaos player. Exalted Hero still left. 7 kills. Okay, 26 for you. I got quite a few kills. Good for them. Chaos player's beginning to flee now. Hell Cannon shot. Actually, a great shot. I don't know if they hit Dragon Ogre or not. I hope not. But they're getting them. I'm beginning to charge in now. I'm beginning to move in right now. We've got 11 minutes left. Pretty surprising, right? I feel like it's very surprising. All right. There we go. There's Carl Franz going after the Flame Cannon. Yeah, I'm having to use him in a reckless manner just to kind of help out there. I'm using my Great Swords now to flank at their range. My Knights of Blazing Sun are still holding somehow. They've killed nearly 200. I've got all these units now clashing in. Keep in mind, they're all tired out. They may even be stronger, but they're all tired out. I'm able to hit them everywhere. Here come more Slayers. I mean, they still have a huge army, though. A very huge army. My handgunners are fortunately coming back now. It's very good for me. I need them to come back. My Knights are fleeing, which is understandable. Carl is going to take more damage, but we did get rid of that Flame Cannon crew. Or a majority of it, I think. They killed a lot, 153. In a battle where we didn't need to lose a lot. Organ Gun is still going for it. We broke a majority of that army. We surrounded them. They were very tired, and we surrounded them and destroyed them. The Chaos player is still holding on. Still doing his part. Thorgrim is holding on right now. If we go look over here, there's a Gyrocopter. We're looking at another Dwarf army beginning to move in. I've got another wave of Dwarves coming to fight me now. Majority of my allies are now dead. I've got to go after that damn organ gun. I've got to go hit something because, I mean, they're going to just, I mean, they're going to hit me a lot more. Here come more choppers, and I don't really have a lot to counter them right now. My handgunners were torn up in the very beginning. I mean, crossbows firing in mass are going to destroy any amount of thunderers that you have or handgunners that you do have. Sigvald is fighting. Fortunately, he's able to regenerate. I don't know how much more he has, but he's able to regenerate, and he's able to last for a long time, which actually did work out. 102 kills. He's fighting a bunch of slayers. A lot of little short, hairy men are now going after beautiful Sigvald. They're trying. He's killing them. And there's Carl taking more damage as they're shooting at me, whittling me down as I'm trying to kill more of them. I'm getting my army back in order now. I like to stay in formation no matter what. Keeps me organized, keeps me ready to... Oh, hello, Thorgrim. But here I come now, going after more choppers and trying to make sure that they can't hit anything that we have going on. Brimstone gun over here. We're looking at comparable numbers now. I mean, we brought them down. Dragon Ogres over here, 111 kills. They barely have any health. Wait, how much health? Wow, yeah, barely. They could probably do one charge and then die. I have my handgunners over here now shooting a bit more. I'm charging in with my own Karl Franz right now, trying to kill the Slayers, trying to charge in and out, killing them, dropping them. They have more on the way. I'm moving back now. I'm trying to make sure that I can hit them over and over and over, and they can't hit me over and over and over and over. Okay, the Chaos players bringing in a few Chosen. That's beautiful. I don't know how far that will go for them. They're shooting me up right now. I'll probably even lose a group. It's just bound to happen. Yeah, Carl took a lot of damage here. I didn't like being bound up like that. Sigvald is still holding on, 129 kills. I mean, he's just meant to tank for a long time. That's what he's very good at. Thorgrim's over here, barely any health left. 501, still plenty to do some damage though, and they have a lot of range left. I'm still moving back now, shooting. I've got barely any men left, but I'm going to let them fight for it. Look at how quickly they drop. I'm trying to shoot back now. And they're holding up. They're pretty sturdy. They are a lot more durable than I am. 80 armor. If you go look at what I have 20 armor. That is why they're going to win. They have a lot more armor. They're just going to win. 80 armor with shields, and then I have my 20. Now, I went after Thorgrim. I had Carl kill Thorgrim. Pretty tragic, I know. Here's my Sunmaker crew. I don't know why I'm bringing him back, just for fun, I guess. I don't know. Distraction, maybe. Sigvald is still over here, doing his own little Sigvald thing. 150 kills. I mean, that's a lot of kills, man. He's doing all right. They're shooting at me a lot. They're hitting Carl. They're beating him up. I'm charging in now, trying to make sure that I destroy the Quarrelers. I don't need them hitting me. They are low on bolts anyway, but we've got to hit them. Okay, here's my army. I'm reforming it again. Handgunner's still shooting in. Trying to get any kills that we can. Sigvald is moving back a little bit, regenerating still. Good for him. Carl's moving out, 58 kills, not a lot of kills, but I'm using him in a strategic manner. Or, no, tactically sound. Strategic would be too macro. We're talking about micro right now. And I'm back here again. Great swords on my flanks right now, left and right flank. I've got my halberds in the middle. I've got one handgunner group in the middle. Carl's moving back right now. They're going to be out of bolts eventually. I might as well endure their fire. The Chosen are moving over here. We've got a Sunmaker crew moving up. Majority of the armies are broken now. Sigvald's moving over here to come help me out. He's regenerating health. And here I go, using my Carl in a reckless manner. Still. They're using a rune on me to do some damage. And it's doing a little bit of damage. I'm trying to charge after them again, from what I can tell. Yeah, there we go. I'm just trying to get rid of their Quarrelers, man. I'm tired of them. They're terrified now. They're freaking out. I'm going to take more damage, but I wanted to do that. My handgunners broke again. I got my halberds in the middle. We're still waiting. Oh, wow. These are actually fresh. I didn't know they were fresh. Oh, they were actually a lot more fresh than I thought. I mean, a few of them are kind of wavering and broken. If you look at them, they're pretty tired. They've been fighting for a long time. When you've been fighting for that long, you're like, oh, crap. I'm pretty much done. Carl's beginning to break, though. He barely has any health left. He's got a very sexy amount of kills right now, and we're trying to bring him back over behind our lines to potentially not die. My handgunners are coming back. Unfortunately, the remainder are gone. I only have one little group left of all the many handgunners I brought. I'm not trying to relocate. I do have my Empire Captain as well. He's beginning to flee for now, and I thought it was all over, but we have 5 minutes left to find out the fate of our current battle. Okay, we're now shooting at them. Only 34. Let's check it out. We're trying to kill. How many of that? Wow, yeah, we're not actually even getting kills. We're firing directly at them. They're taking the damage. All that armor is really helping out. I don't have enough gunners to really drop them quickly. Doing some damage though. Okay, they're charging at me. I'm now moving my halberds up. We've got that Chosen coming to help me out, which actually ended up being a great help. Sigvald's over here, moving back. My handgunners here beginning to break. They're shooting at me a little bit. I have to let them do that. I've got my Sunmaker crew over here. Got the 195 kills. If you look at that, they're now all clashing together. The Chosen, again, a great help. They actually helped out a tremendous amount for that battle by flanking them and letting my halberds, you know, have a little bit of a reprieve from a direct battle. Sigvald is going crazy. I think he's going after Ungrim, maybe skipping across the battlefield. A little bit like that. Oh. There we go. Or however the lyrics go, I don't remember. Now they're fighting. Probably not a good idea. You probably shouldn't have done that. Very daring, but you're not going to beat Ungrim in a one-on-one like that. But it was a distraction, I suppose. My handgunners are back again. 42 kills. They're beginning to get more kills. We're over here now. If we go look carefully, they're charging at me, right? But look at the control I have at the moment. I'm flanking them at various locations. Carl, more kills, 227 health. I'm still firing at them. I'm using my halberds to encircle them. And maybe Sigvald's little action saved me. I don't know. That may have been it. That may have done it. He kept them back for a long time. Over here, I surrounded them pretty much immediately. They broke. My goal was to make them break. I had to make them break somehow. Here's Carl back here still. Quite a few kills. We're looking at greatswords again. 92 kills. I mean, 92 kills already. 78 over here from my other greatswords, and look at that. I'm beginning to encircle more of them. We're holding. These Chosen are not budging. They're choosing to not budge. Wait. Sigvald, you're holding on. Good for him. Look at him go. He doesn't break either. He's gotten so many kills, man. He just will not break. And look at that. I'm now able to surround him again. I'm killing their quarrelers. I'm having my halberds kill their quarrelers right. I have Karl Franz over here, so 79 kills. I mean, he was able to fight even at the very end. Handgunners are about to shoot even more eventually. I'm hoping, anyway. Greatswords over here, 123 kills. Carl's coming back in. I'm having him charge again and again. And look at that. He ran right through them. 95 kills, I mean, immediately. Barely any health left. But I do use him because I know that I have to use any tool that I have. I'm hoping that he's not using a rune on me. Okay, he's not. A runesmith, yeah, barely any kills, but they're very good at keeping their army together. Look at it right now. Balance of power is pretty much equal. I outnumbered them. I'm charging in again. Didn't get any kills, I believe, not for that charge. Still surrounding them. They'll probably come back eventually. They like coming back. Here's Ungrim, 48 kills. Got my Thunderers over here. Now I'm moving again. Oh, there's a rune. Or I thought it was. Well, a hostile rune. Stand your ground. I'm using that. Keeping my guys all together. That melee defense buff is rather good. The runesmith is beginning to break now. He's all surrounded. He's terrified too, which will give me a chance to do more damage too. And my halberds are beginning to move in now. Got a few units who are coming back though, or who will come back. And now my Thunderers are beginning to shoot into their flank. Now I could have charged in. I could have had a tired out army, but I wanted to have a fresh army, fighting them piece by piece, using my artillery, using my knights to whittle them down. And I did that. And because of that, we're looking at a victory. And I used Karl Franz effectively towards the very end. I had to use them because, I mean, I didn't have the knights to really take out all their artillery, but I do use them. Sigvald was actually incredible. He's unable to replenish now. He's very tired, but they're all beginning to break. We've got a minute left now. What a fearsome battle. Here's my Empire Captain, 48 kills. But more importantly, he's keeping my guys all together. Handgunners are still shooting. They couldn't beat the Dwarfs at all. They didn't have the armor to hold up. Sigvald is charging in 192 kills. I mean, good for you, man. Whoever brought that guy helped out a lot, and those Chosen, whoever brought them in, helped out a lot. I mean, they all did their part. They helped me. I don't know how that battle would have gone. I may have still won, but it would have been very close. And now we're fighting Ungrim alone. Everyone else is pretty much done for, not Ungrim. Dude's got a big head. Poke him. There we go. Yeah, you can kill who you want to kill, but eventually we're going to get you. There we go. And he falls. All right. In battle. Okay, N33, Vomitov, good work. Thomas of Acre, I remember you congratulating me. I do appreciate that. And let's go ahead and go through the kills real quick. Here's me, 111 for Carl. My great swords, a lot of kills. I mean, they were used to flank to do a lot of damage. My handgunners didn't get to do a lot, but they played their part. My knights did a lot of damage. My Sunmaker did a lot. Apparently, I brought 2 great cannon, which I forgot all about. One did quite a bit, so we got quite a few kills with all of that. Not as much with one group of great cannon, unfortunately. I probably let that get exposed a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and look at the first player. Thorgrim, barely any kills. If we go look at it real quick, not a highly effective force here. I mean, we all had a lot of men for the most part outside of N33. Let's go look over here. Doopy, 89. The flame cannon was very effective. That got a lot of kills. Let's go ahead and look at that. Slayers, 103. That was a good call. Thomas of Acre. Thomas of Acre probably had the most balanced force, and he probably did the most rounded amount of damage. I mean, if you look at it, he did probably the majority of their work, I think, in terms of killing. The Quarrelers were very effective. I didn't like them. The Gyrocopters were fairly effective. I had a good counter, which is Carl, of course. Organ guns are pretty effective during that fight. The Hammers are always very potent at, you know, beating us up. Let's go look over here. Vomitov, 13. Oh, yeah. He might have been the one on the very right, maybe. The Chosen did all right, 143, 105. Hell Cannon, not really worthwhile. Probably would have brought in some Chaos Giants. That might have been better. Over here, 158. That cannon, 1 kill, not even worthwhile. The Dragon Ogres actually played their part. They got a lot of kills in. So, yeah, he actually got a lot of kills. Yeah, good work in 33. But that was by far one of my more epic battles. Very violent. I didn't know if we would win. I had to be the last one to win that fight for us, and Carl did not die. Very proud of that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like down below if you did enjoy that battle, and look forward to more content. As always, until then.